So Jason Aldean is one of my favorite country singers. He's one of all of our favorite country singers. He's extremely popular, extremely famous, and he's embroiled in a pseudo controversy. He released a song back in May called Try That in a Small Town. Again, critical to note that this song was not released today. It was not released yesterday. It was not released this week. It was released back in May. No one had any problem with it when it was released back in May. But this week, Jason Aldean released a music video attached to this song, and suddenly the left is like, their heads are exploding. People on social media are accusing Jason Aldean of, they're calling this song pro-lynching. Someone on social media said that this was a modern lynching song. The outrage from the left was so extreme that the country music television channel, CMT, actually pulled it. They stopped airing this music video. It's a pretty big deal. They don't usually do stuff like that. So these are the lyrics that are supposedly so controversial. I'm going to read them to you before we look at the video. This is what Jason Aldean sings. He says, cuss out a cop, spit in his face, stomp on the flag and light it up. Yeah, you think you're tough? Well, try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Around here, we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you to find out. I recommend you don't try that in a small town. That's what's supposed to be so controversial. But you thought, wow, there's going to be something edgy in there, maybe some profanity, maybe some names. No. That was literally it. That's the extent of the lyrics to this song. This is a little clip of the video. Now, the video shows some of the scenes that we have seen in our country from the last couple of years, since maybe 2020. Some of the riots, the attacks on police, that is the backdrop of this video. You can take a look at what this looks like.
Sucker punch somebody on a sidewalk, carjacking old lady at a red light. Pull a gun.
So you can see some carjacking happening, crime, someone robbing a convenience store. These images are overlaid. You can see cops under attack from what looks like smoke grenades. Antifa shouting in the face of cops, burning the American flag. This is the images that unfortunately are burned in all of our minds. We've seen all of these so repeatedly since the Black Lives Matter riots of 2020. We saw these, actually even before the Black Lives Matter riots, we saw Antifa behaving like that prior even to the big Black Lives Matter riots. Burning in the background, vandalism on stores. I mean, these are images you can't really forget. Almost all of these images I'm familiar with, which means you're familiar with. We've seen these so many times. I think that's enough. We get the idea of what this is. We don't have to play the whole song here. But you can see that these lyrics are set against a backdrop of just what's happening in our culture. This is, I don't know why the left is so mad about this song, because this is behavior the left has endorsed over the past couple of years. They have told us that these Black Lives Matter riots, these really destructive billion-dollar riots, were some kind of justice, were some kind of racial justice. They told us that they weren't ashamed of this. This wasn't something that they said, oh no, a few fringe people in our party did this violence, committed this violence, and we disavow that. We don't stand for it. No, they do stand for this. This is their political tactic of choice right now, and it's incredibly telling.